Hi, everyone. Good Tuesday afternoon to you, and welcome to the WSAZ Now Desk. I'm Taylor Eaton, and we are joining you this afternoon. It is about 1:35, joining you with the latest on search efforts that are taking place at the ICL plant in Gallipolis Ferry. This is a story that we have been telling you about since Friday, and today we are able to give you a different vantage point as crews are busy at work searching, trying to find a missing worker who was reported missing on Friday at the plant, and officials have been able to tell us that worker fell into a pond. They've been looking for him, but so far have not had any luck. Very limited details we have received, though, as far as the search, more information about this man and exactly what efforts are taking place. But today we are finally able to give you a different vantage point. We are able to take up our drone and show you some video of what is happening there at the site. And we also have our reporter, Joseph Payton. He is there with us this afternoon and has been there since this morning. I've got Joseph joining me here now. And Joseph, as we show everyone this video, we are going to give them a live view, an aerial view of this site, but explain what you have been working to do. I know you've been working to reach out to officials. Kind of take us through the timeline of the search efforts that started here on Friday, and walk us through this drone video as we see it and what we are seeing here at the site.
Yeah, Taylor, certainly. Of course, we know that this man was first reported missing on Friday evening. So you're talking about several days now that this man, as they say, has fallen into a pond here at the ICL facility. We know that there were recovery and search crews here on site yesterday looking for this man. We were told that those search missions were supposed to resume at some point today. I've reached out to the Mason County Sheriff to see if that is the case, if those recovery efforts have resumed once more. I've also reached out to representatives from ICL as well to figure out what kind of equipment is being used here. We were told that there would be some heavy machinery here to help assist in those efforts. We took a look at some of that drone footage earlier today. Of course, we know that he fell into a pond here on site. As you're looking across at this facility, this is across Route 2 looking west towards Ohio. On the western side there towards the top of your screen, you may see a few bodies of water there. Of course, we don't have any confirmation that any of these bodies of water are the ones that this man may have fallen into. But of course, that's what we can see right now. There appears to be two pieces of heavy machinery near the shoreline of one of those bodies of water. If it's any indication based on what we can see, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of activity in that area right now, but that's what we can see at this point in time. Of course, details have been very limited and likely for good reason, of course, for the privacy of this man and his family. And of course, they're trying to find him and see what's going on. But that's just what we can see right now. Of course, as more details come in, hopefully more of this story will come together and we can piece it together for everyone who's wondering about this man.
Joseph, while we still have you, explain to everyone, I know you have reached out to officials to try to get a better understanding of details and to try to get updates on what is taking place here. Who all have you reached out to so far, and what have you heard from them today?
Well, I reached out to an ICL representative first thing this morning. Of course, we wanted to just ask, have the search missions resumed? Because we expected them to resume today. They were here yesterday. And I also asked what kind of machinery is being used here? What kind of efforts? Who all is here on scene to try and find this man? I did receive a response via email from an ICL representative. They just basically told me, yes, we received your questions. We're working on getting more information for you. I've not heard back from them just yet. Of course, we'll stay on them, and hopefully as more information becomes available, they'll relay that to us so that we can relay that to our viewers as well. I asked those same questions to the Mason County Sheriff. I left him a voicemail as well, so hopefully we'll hear from him later this afternoon. I can also tell you that yesterday we heard from a representative from OSHA. Of course, they're all about safety and things of this nature. They tell us that they are aware of this situation. They have opened an investigation, but a lot of their investigations take time until they release it to the public, up to 6 months before we may know any of their findings as well.
All right. Well, Joseph, we appreciate you joining us here at the WSAZ Now Desk to brief our viewers on the latest that we have learned. We appreciate it. I know we'll be checking in with you, live reports coming up throughout the afternoon. So, Joseph, we'll put you on standby, be checking in with you. Thank you so much. That was our reporter Joseph Payton on site at the ICL plant in Gallipolis Ferry, giving us a different look, because so far we have just been able to get video from the ground. This is the first time that we have been able to take up our drone video into the air to give us a better overview of this site. As Joseph mentioned, it is a little bit difficult to see, and we were told yesterday that crews were going to be bringing in some extra equipment. We were even told maybe excavators, some larger equipment to be able to try to go through and get to that pond and try to keep looking for that worker. Still working to get in touch with officials today as far as trying to get some clarification on the efforts that are taking place there. And again, still very limited details. And as you heard Joseph say, a lot of that is out of respect for the family, a privacy thing for this company. But we're working to try to get some more information from them. That's just the very latest that we have learned, and wanted to join you because we have gotten a different vantage point. It's been very limited as to what we could see because this is private property. We're working to respect that, but that just gave us a better understanding of the facility itself and where those search efforts have kind of been centered around. So that is a look at the latest that we have learned on this developing story. We're going to continue to follow it for you throughout the afternoon and bring you the very latest as soon as we hear from all of those investigators that are involved with this. This is a very large coordinated effort that is taking place here at this plant. Sadly, this man has been missing since Friday, and as days wear on, you have to think that sadly hope is growing very thin, but they are not giving up those efforts to try to find him, to try to get answers about exactly what happened here, and we're working to do that very same for you. And as soon as we have it, we will let you know, but full reports coming up during our 4, 5, and 6 o'clock newscast with Joseph, all of that for you there. And if we get any new updates as warranted, if that happens before our newscast, we will hop back on here with you and also post those for you on WSAZ.com. We appreciate you taking a little time to join us here at the WSAZ Now Desk, everyone. For now, I'm going to sign off, and I'll join you again if we get new information, and you can look for our newscast this evening as well. Thanks for being here, everyone. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.